We're doing this, you know? Hey, guys, what's going on? God damn. A round of applause for our host, Yoshi. Yoshi, that's right. Right. So what is Yoshi? A lizard Uber that generates more eggs than Octomom. You know what Yoshi isn't? My peer, all right? No. Yoshi's just my transportation, okay? Yoshi isn't a sidekick, she's more like a side piece, all right? Good for a ride when it's convenient, but if there's trouble, dropped immediately. Into lava, you know. Toad is here, give it up for Toad. All right, okay. In Japan, Toad is called kinopiko, which is a mix of Pinocchio and the Japanese word kinoko, which means herpes bump. Yeah. You think that's a hat? No, that's a flare-up. That's what that is. They say Toad is genderless. You know, Toad can go both ways. Depending on what you want, it can be a dildo or a fleshlight. You think you're kinky? Yeah? You're not a real freak until you stick your dick into a screechy fungus. Yeah? Trust me when I tell you the best lube for banging a toad is Tinactin. Boom, right? Give it up for Luigi. Luigi. I'm a day laborer, you know? My brother hasn't done an hour of real work in his life. He got the green shirt because no one could imagine him in a blue collar. True. I always thought my brother was a little funny, you know? Type of guy to like a ride on the Rainbow Road, you know what I mean? Little Lulu's light in the loafers, you know what I'm saying? Type of guy that has a fast pass on the Fudge Freeway, you know? That's why he could never win on Mario Kart, but would destroy on Drag Race. He's got it tucked back. All right, Princess Peach, everybody. Princess Peach. Peach. I've rescued this woman from burning castles, from rooms filled with ghosts. But where I die over and over again, the friend zone. The friend zone is bull, you know? Save Peach's life, she gives me a kiss on the cheek, like I just unclogged a toilet or something, you know? Girl, I have murdered more turtles for you than an oil spill. A hand job would not kill you, okay? Just play with the joystick a little, you know, just a little bit. We got Bowser here. Everyone's talking about it tonight. What's up with the kidnapping, you know? Bowser goes through princesses like Henry VIII. He's disappeared more royalty than Rasputin. He's taken out more monarchs than democracy. Yeah, McKinney. All jokes aside, he abducts a lot of women. This man is a monster. Bowser makes Bill Cosby look like Dr. Huxtable. Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic's in the house. Sonic's in the house. All right. Sonic is a blue alien hedgehog that collects rings. I'm a plumber that shoots fireballs. Both are absurd. Both are absurd. Granted, you can't make a real plumber warp through a pipe, but you can make a real hedgehog fly across a f***ing room. Get him out of here. Man. Unlike plumbers, hedgehogs can go through pipes, but usually you gotta get the gerbil out first. Just gonna let that hang in the air, you know? As a plumber, I've seen a lot of nasty stuff come out of a shitter. None of them was wearing Pumas. Or
I like that.
Hell yeah, bro. All right. Speaking of, we got Wario. Give it up for Wario. Wario is my doppelganger. You know, he's like me, but instead of having an M on his hat, he has bipolar disorder. It's just BP2. Wario's like the human version of a gas station 5-hour energy. I think if a wizard threw a rhino boner pill into Sydney Sweeney's bathwater, he's the handsy uncle that would emerge, you know? Yeah, right? It'd be like watching the physical birth of an Amber Alert, you know? I bet Wario like he's mad at you for looking like his mom. Wario's favorite foreplay is waterboarding, and his favorite porn site is Guantanamo Bay. It's really fucked up. We're talking about some of the other Mario characters and their kinks. All right, let's do this. Oh yeah, Shy Guy, Waluigi, Lakitu. All right, Shy Guy masks, Waluigi feet. Lakitu filming it, baby. Let's get it on tape, honey. All right. We got Toad. Toad screams. Toad apologizes. Toad begs for more. Yeah. Brington acting. Your privates will catch the cordyceps. All right, Dixie, Donkey, Diddy. Let's get it. Dixie Kong, hair pulling. Donkey Kong, banana play. Diddy Kong. You know what I was gonna do. Our final three, Luigi, humiliation. Peach, bondage. Hammer Bro, banging studs. Right. Demolishing that pussy. And domestic violence. You laughed at that. How could you laugh at that? All right, that's been my time. Thank you for helping me make fun of these losers. All right.
Give it up for Super Mario!